This page that you're looking at right here is going to be the key to what you are doing over the next few weeks to finish out our year doing e-learning or remote learning. So the first part of this page has 4 different links across the top. These are where you can ask questions for any teacher that you wish to ask. So if you want to ask Miss Blewett a question about social studies, you want to click on this link and it will take you to this document. And on this document, you can find questions for Miss Blewett. Here you could say who's asking the question, what question you have, and Miss Blewett will respond to you in this far corner. It's also nice because if a student asks a question that maybe you have and it's already been asked and answered, you don't have to ask it. You just have to look at that sheet. There's one for Mr. Gilliam, there's one for Miss Hayes, and one for Miss Miller. On top of that, the second section of this document is the Google Hangouts meeting. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, every single teacher has offered up a time at 2 o'clock just to be available. So you don't have to join all of these meetings. Not all these meetings are required. But what they are is they're a way for you to ask for help, or maybe get some direction in something that you're working on, or maybe just to check in and let people know how you're doing. Either way, these Google Hangouts are simply made to allow you to ask for help as needed with a face and being able to see a person's screen. So it doesn't matter which one you join, it just depends on what you need as a learner. So if you need some help in writing, you might want to join Miss Hayes' class at 2 o'clock. This is also helpful for parents because if they would like to maybe ask a question through you, these are also other possibilities. But these are intended for students and their questions. The next section, the kind of a pinkish fuchsia section, is the resources. Here you can find a link to Google Classroom, Khan Academy, Social Studies Weekly Online, Pearson Reading Online, and the Department of Ed resource page on top of Mr. Crosland's daily science videos at 11 o'clock. Over here in the right corner, Miss Blewett has a spot for her literary letter responses. This can be found in Google Classroom, and when you're in Miss Blewett's homeroom, she will give you further direction using some video chats to allow you to see that. These are really the main resources that we need you to access during this e-learning time. There's also an important reminder section about free breakfast and lunch to be ready to pick up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at Stoutfield from 10 to 12. And the final section is the Google Classroom codes. These codes will allow you to access the Google Classrooms. Maybe you were never part of that classroom, or maybe you were newer to Stoutfield. That's what these codes are for. If you need assistance in entering these codes and what to do, just join a Google Hangout, and one of our amazing 5th grade teachers can help you with that situation. The final part I'm going to show you is just where your assignments are located. The assignments will always be located right above where it says date, and that'll tell you the date that you need to know, and then it'll have the assignments that you are working on for that day only. You'll notice over here that it'll have the assignments, but then the time that we expect this to take. Now please let us know if these are taking much longer than these anticipated times, and if they are, we can make adjustments, but we really need to hear that feedback from both parents and students. Over here on the far one, you might also see some notes. And these notes might tell you that this assignment is graded, or it might tell you that this assignment is needed for another assignment. But either way, pay attention to everything that's there. You'll find links, and also make sure you're checking your homeroom class because there are probably teaching videos there every single day for you from your own specific homeroom teacher. As you scroll down, you'll start to see the end of this, and you'll see the next day of April 22nd. And it's the same process each time. We hope to make this page as helpful and useful for you as possible. So please make sure that you take the time to listen to this message, to kind of explore it. And if you have questions about it, or maybe even some suggestions about it, that would be greatly appreciated. Please let us know. All right, 5th grade, we know you're going to be out there, and we look forward to seeing and hearing from you on a regular basis now that we all have our Chromebooks and a way to connect.